Shalom. Call William Lai Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Bashir Kakwadash. Double unto the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. Now I'm not sure if this is a meme that somebody put together, or if this was an actual post. But when you read what's in this post, I mean, man, it echoes the sentiment of how the world actually views America, man. And how much of an embarrassment, a joke this place really is. And that's all pertaining to prophecy. And the Lord prophesied that he would mingle a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt that would have him staggering like a drunken man staggering in his vomit. And you can see it, through this puppet leader, Biden, who's very, sin now. You could tell that his mental faculties aren't all the way there, but they got this unstable dude making all these decisions, and it's only further embarrassing Babylon that these nations are looking at this place like a joke. Now, allegedly, this post was from Lauren Witzke, which I believe she's some type of right-wing political activist or something like that. She made this post, and I'm gonna read it. It says, "America has zero moral authority to criticize the choices of another nation's leader. There aren't hundreds of photos of Putin sniffing little children while his son smokes crack and gets blown by every sex slave in Ukraine, while mentally ill trainees in his administration openly work to normalize pedophilia and sex with dogs." And that's just all around perversion, man. The depravity. All right. But that's the nature of E. And this is the manner of man that's actually in power right now. He's able to do these things while declaring, what's moral, what isn't moral, what's needed for his country and his people. These type of people, man. All right. But hey, it rings true what the prophecies say. The Lord set up over these kingdoms the basis of men. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that. That shows you the Lord will put even the lowest of the low in power. Let's go to Daniel 4 and 17 real quick. And it says, "This matters by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the basis of men." All right. So you got the vow, all right, that's in power. And that's why, that liberal spirit is just on the increase. Freaks everywhere, man. The alphabet mafia, they're just continuing to grow. And with the move that he's making right now in the midst of economic hardship, where, Americans are facing, economic, pressure, with the inflation, with different products are shrinking, but its price is increasing, the devaluing of the currency, the gas prices skyrocketing due to what a lot of people don't know goes back to the green agenda. They really want to do away with gas uh, vehicles, and they want to deal with the electric. And they're using Ukraine and Russia as the smokescreen, but we all know the truth. And this is affecting everybody economically. They want to pull the plug on this current global economic system. So everybody got to pay for that. Meanwhile, his focus ain't on your well-being. This is his focus right now. Biden to request 2.6 billion to promote gender equity worldwide. So this is his priority right now, while the people up under him are suffering. All right. This goes to show you their priority. This is more important than the economic hardship that his own people are facing. The gas prices shooting up, $7 a gallon, and then you're telling people to go back to work, so they got to commute, which by default they got to spend all that extra money that they were saving when they were working from home. So he just applying that pressure, man. That's why I did the lesson yesterday. He's doing a mighty work. He's doing a fantastic job running this place into the ground. All right, Babylon is definitely falling hard, and your shame is being seen. All right, so this right here, this is straight up shameful spewing right here, man. And this is from a Edomite woman speaking on her own country. All right, this current administration is definitely a joke and an embarrassment. She said the Biden administration has literally made America a global embarrassment, and that's scripture. Let's get uh let's get Nahum 3 and verse 5, and it says, "Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame." And the world is seeing this. All right, that old senile pervert. All right, this dude going around sniffing kids, touching them inappropriately. His son's a straight up crackhead. He's sex crave, but he's sitting on the pedestal and trying to demonize other countries for what his own country has a history of doing. So people are seeing this place's hypocrisy too. And it's imminent, man. Europe, all right, America's allies, is bound to happen where they're gonna finally get sick of the bullshit, and they're gonna fully detach themselves. They're gonna be completely divided up. All right, they're gonna get sick and tired of this whore being an embarrassment. Now, that's why it says in Obadiah, you becoming small among the heathen and greatly despised. So the world's going to suffer financially because of the moves that the whore is making. Because what Biden is doing, it pretty much affects the global economy. You see, so the nations are seeing the shame for sure. All right, the shame is being seen. You're a global embarrassment for real. All right, now this is some straight ether right here. It says, "And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock." And that's what's happening, man. All right, because the spirit of perverseness is great in this land, man. But we're known. Babylon is known as the land of confusion, because that's what the word Babylon means. All right, Babal, which means confusion. Let's get Isaiah 19 and 14. And it says, "The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err, and every work thereof as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit." All right, and when you look up perverse, it simply means something that's warped or distorted. I believe this Hebrew word here is awayim, and it says distorting, perverting, warping. All right, he has a warped sense of judgment. All right, and that's why this place is losing bad economically, politically, and Russia is getting even stronger with them sanctions that they're throwing on Russia. All it really is doing is, making Putin and them even more stronger, man. You're really hurting yourself, and everybody else gotta pretty much suffer. Putin knows that they still sitting on all them resources, and them countries over there, they need those resources. Germany is gonna pull away soon because they definitely need that supply of gas. That's why they have that pipe stream, that pipeline, the Nord Stream. So it's going to get real interesting. But all I know is these nations are looking back at America like, what the fuck, man? What the hell is that old guy doing? Is this a joke? Is the world being pranked? Nope. That's this what the elites. were- This is what they wanted to do. They selected this guy because they know that he would get the job done. You see? And let me get Habakkuk because you devils are a disgrace here, man. You're a disgrace to the world. Edomites are being a disgrace to other Edomites. Y'all tired of each other. Habakkuk 2 verse 16. That's how we know that y'all on your way out. All right, hey, this is the end of Esau's world. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Habakkuk 2:16 it says, "Thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered." All right, meaning be exposed. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. All right, and you look up shameful. Let's look up shameful. Kwaya Kwalan, if I'm not mistaken. Kwalawan. And it says disgrace, shame. All right. Disgrace, man. As a matter of fact, let me read this in the other translation. NLT it says, "But soon it will be your turn to be disgraced. Come drink and be exposed. Drink from the cup of the Lord's judgment, and all your glory will be turned to shame." Yep. I see it right here. I think this is Spanish, but right here it says vomito. The word vomit. You see, and that's that spewing. All right, the Lord is going to vomit on your glory. It's being turned to shame, man. Down here it says vomitus is in the Latin, the Vulgate, but et vomitus ignominia. All right, the word ignominy. Let's look up ignominy. Ignominy. And it says public shame or disgrace. All right, shame, humiliation, embarrassment. And this place clearly is an embarrassment. Sleepy Joe, Pedo Joe, he's an embarrassment. His whole administration, his cabinet. It's all his secretaries. They all are embarrassment. All right. Camel toe Harris, she's an embarrassment. Every time she opens her mouth, she always say some retarded shit. And then have a little retarded ass laugh right after she says it. Nobody even takes her serious as the so-called uh, vice president. This shit is all around a joke. So yeah, man, the devils are ignominy. All right, dishonor. But hey, you're like the scriptures say, because Esau was meant to be the vessel of dishonor. Let me get that in Romans 9. Let's go to Romans 9 and verse Romans 9, and I'm gonna start at um verse 19. It says, "Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who have resisted his will? Nay, but O man, who art thou that replies against the Most High? It was the Lord, He the one that formed you. He made you that way. All right, your whole nation is just a nation of evildoers. You're a disgrace. You're a dishonor to the world. All right, you just been in power for so long. It says, "Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus? Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor?" And that's Jacob. All right, Jacob is that one vessel created to honor. Right, that was supposed to be the seed of the righteous, and another unto dishonor, and that's Esau. He's the vessel unto dishonor, man. Look up that word dishonor. This dude want to make everybody a damn freak, a trans, a mo, and he's even forcing it down the children's throat. Every single show that's rated for children to be able to watch, they subliminally are throwing that agenda right in the show to get these children desensitized to it, man. You know, you got sodomite cartoon characters now. But only the dishonor, the disgraceful would condone such a thing. But it tells you that in Proverbs that when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. So the word for dishonor in the Greek is atamia, atamia, and it says dishonor, ignominy, disgrace. All right, shame, and that's why shameful spewing is upon his glory, because he's a vessel of dishonor. All right, there's nothing honorable about this society at all, man. You're completely immoral. The scriptures tell you how Esau is he's a profane individual. There's nothing virtuous or righteous about him. The soul that is within him is not upright in him. So everything he does is a straight up disgrace, straight up vermin, man. All right, you can see that this word has the same definition of shameful in Habakkuk 2:16. Shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. So basically, you're a dishonor, and it's by the things that you're doing, and the whole world is seeing it. All right, and the Lord's getting ready to wipe you out. He's getting ready to because like going back to Nahum, he said he will make you a gazing stock. You will be. He said he will pour filth upon you, man, and make you a gazing stock. You're just abominable. So he's gonna destroy you. You're only being preserved in his fashion so you can be destroyed. Verse 22 What if the Most High, willing to shew his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? That's why it says in the epistle in 2 Thessalonians, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. All right, the Lord's only, suffering him just for prophecy's sake. And then it tells you that he's going to be consumed by the spirit of his mouth. And then he's going to be destroyed with the brightness of the Lord's coming. And it tells you in Isaiah that once this devil gets completely exposed, the Lord said he's going to come and he will not meet him as a man. Isaiah 47:3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame, thy disgrace shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Because the Lord's coming back in his divinity, and he's coming back to judge. All right? This ain't going to be no equal fight when the Lord comes back and judge. All right? So anyway, I just want to go into that, all right, based on this post right here. And this is an Edomite saying this about our own country. These Edomites are totally divided. The outright versus the out left. These liberals versus these conservative Edomites. They're totally divided. And like Yahweh Shai said, if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. But what she said right here is all facts. Regardless of her political background and what she believes, she's an Edomite. It doesn't even matter. But what she said, straight up facts. All right, Babylon. This place have no moral ground. All right, and like it says in Job, the joy of the hypocrite is short. All right, it's short, man. It's like the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. So that day is coming. So anyway, I'm gonna end off with that. I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shai. To the next lesson, Shalom.